You know, first things first, what a crowd. What a crowd. Legion of Blue, PJ, they just did an amazing job of getting the students fired up about basketball, to be honest with you. You know, it feels like we just kept it going from last year. Last year we had a couple 11-5s. NIT, really good showing. The Big Ten tournament, really good showing for our alums and students. And then I feel like we just keeping it going. So I can't thank them enough. You know, obviously 87, that's fantastic. We got a lot of work to do. It's November 9th, and we got to get a heck of a lot better. It's the second time in consecutive, actually 3 weeks in a row, that we haven't really defended the way I want to defend in the second half. I mean, you give up 28. Last week it's somewhere in the 30s for West Virginia, and now we give up 51 last week, 44 today. So we got some work to do. We've got to work on that rebounding thing. But like I said, it's Friday, so we'll get a little bit better tomorrow, a little bit better Sunday, and we'll be ready to go for Monday night. Yeah, Mark.
Pat, I had two things. You talked about your defense. They started off 0 of 19 from 3. What were you guys doing? Was it just scrambling to get out there on the line? What was the key there for you?
Yeah, we were playing a switching defense because he wants to, you know, first of all, he's a great coach. They compete. They competed the other night against Dayton, and they're all juniors. They're going to be very good in their league. They want to shoot 36, 37 threes a game. And we wanted to play the line. We wanted to have high hands, and we did some switching. Then we switched all 5 guys sometimes. We just kind of mixed it up a little bit to keep them off balance. And the guy that ends up making the threes was the guy that we had on the scout that wasn't supposed to make the threes, number 4. And then 22 made one, and he didn't even take one the other night. So, you know, it happens. But I thought for the most part we did a really good job for about 34 minutes defending the 3.
And then I know Lamar's here, but it looked like he probably could have scored 45, but only took 5 shots in the second half.
Yeah.
Were you guys consciously trying to get some other things going? And can you talk about his unselfishness in a game where he seems to have a mismatch, but trying to get it as well?
I would say they were doubling him. So it wasn't like we weren't trying to go to him. We're trying to go to him. And he's got to get used to getting doubled and playing out of the double and making the right decisions. But I agree with you. He was very unselfish. He didn't really force anything. He didn't try to push anything to where he needed the ball. I think he's at an age now where he understands he's got to do a little bit of everything, which he did. To get another double-double, he got a double-double at West Virginia, right? Is that right, Lamar?
Sure.
And then he gets another one today, so he's got to stay on that path.
Pat, it was kind of a classic Josh Reeves line tonight, especially at the end of that first half when you guys started to go on a run. What did his defense bring to the team energy-wise, turning it into offense?
He's so crazy. He is so crazy, Josh Reeves. What do you have, three steals in like 25 seconds or something? Did anybody count that? Did anybody clock that? He's crazy, right? But that's what Josh does. Josh he's got great instincts, and he gets deflections, and you know he's one of the best defenders in the Big Ten for a reason. And he really helped us, especially when it got to 9, 10, 11. They were hanging. One of those threes go, you never know. But he was there for a couple steals, couple rebounds. He shot free throws really well. He made big plays for us. He almost had 20, had 19 tonight.
How would you assess the flow of the offense to start the season?
I would say a little bit choppy. Certain spurts were really good. 17 assists would tell me it's really good until I watch the film. I'll give you more information next week. But there's certain plays that, man, we really shared the ball, looked good, ball moved. These guys are very unselfish and a really good passing team. But when we get a little bit stagnant or a little bit stale, we're really easy to guard. And November 9th, that's where we are. We'll just keep getting better at it.
And do you think you're most productive at a higher pace rather than slowing it down and kind of taking your time?
We just scored 87 points. So, you know, it's tough to say. It's a lot of points. So we push sometimes, we pull back sometimes, but, you know, I do want to go. I do want to run. We got some guys that can really make shots. We got guys who can make threes, and we made 8, 13. We made 13 at Temple, we made 13 at West Virginia, we made 8 today. So we're heading in a good direction there.
Pat, Miles and Rozier were both in double figures tonight. How would you evaluate the freshmen, how those guys played?
They're very confident kids. But I think we give them the confidence. The staff, the vets, they give them the confidence to seek their shot, look for their shot, and go make plays. We can't hold those two back. And I think that's going to make it even harder as we progress here to double Lamar. Because we're going to get that thing moving. Lamar's going to make a good decision. We're going to have open threes. So with those two on the floor, just really spaces it out really well for Lamar and for John and for Josh to get to the basket.
Did you expect them to look as loose as they did? Because if you didn't know that Miles was a freshman, I'm sure there are a lot of things on both ends that you go, we'd like to improve here or there, but he looked like a kid that's played a lot of basketball before you already.
Yeah, you know what? After Temple and West Virginia, I'd like to think we kept him very confident. I expected it. They played on EYBL. He played in DC Catholic League. Rob played, in the Adidas in Vegas. He played in a lot of big-time tournaments, a lot of big-time prep school. So he's a little bit older. He's 19. So honestly, I expected those guys to play well because they played well the last couple of games.
Did you get a moment tonight to kind of just look at the athleticism that you had? Because there was a moment in the second half watching these guys run around, and I thought, you could take any one of those guys, and 6 years ago he might have been the best athlete on your team. No offense to the Nick Colells of the world and everything.
Who's the best kid ever?
But it's hard.
Killing the kid. He's not even here. Can't even defend himself.
He'll get me at some point, I'm
Yeah,
sure. But just that progress in terms of just what you're putting out there now versus, we've been down this road before.
Yeah, Ben, you're right. You're right. It was definitely tough in the early years to find that speed, that athleticism, and now skill. We lost out on those recruits. It wasn't like we didn't try to get them. We did. But now I think with the success we had over the last couple of years, our player development over the last couple of years, I think kids look at us as a viable option. We're no longer like plan C. We're becoming plan A or B, which is fantastic. We got the right kids for how we want to play. And Ra and Miles, and MJ didn't shoot the ball well, but that kid, look, he only played 14 minutes. He got 8 shots up. That's his job, and that ball's going to go in. And when it goes in, you better look out because you got another guy who can put up some numbers.
Lamar actually talked on Wednesday about those guys being under-recruited and underappreciated, I guess, kind of through the recruiting process. And his suggestion was just that put a chip on their shoulder. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think he's right. I think Rasir's a big-time guard. He could have went anywhere. I think people really missed out on him. And then Miles committed early, fortunately for us. And, truth be told, a lot of people came after him, even on a verbal. You know how it works in football. Right now, basketball is not as bad as football. But, we had to fight hard to keep that relationship going. We were very fortunate.